been removed from his role as Border Patrol commander.
Okay, I am starting way later than I planned, but that's okay. Let's adjust the volume here. It's a little bit too high. There we go. So yeah, I'm just basically I'm grinding. I'm just playing a couple of hours while listening to some podcasts. Nothing major, so let's just get on with it.
I think the difference is from the
once again, why do we always get friend requests from this shit? Have I like accidentally like synced with someone for like bad or some shit? What happened there?
Right, getting rid of the agency means it's not
anyone I know?
There is no such thing as it. Firing people within it is merely a sort of
inventory
within the agency. And I think there's a good reason to abolish the entire agency at this point. I think that after this administration, they would have recruited heavily and specifically for people who are ideologically.
I don't think there's any issue with that necessarily. Hang on a minute, is this thing working properly? Are we live? Is it showing that we're live? We should be live. Yeah, we're live. Okay, cool. We're definitely live.
For a given sort of position, which seems to be not respecting the rights of the American people, or indeed any of the people who they're attempting to detain or deport. I think that they've shown themselves to be a clear and present danger to them.
Well, I don't think the problem is ICE. I think the problem is just the way that, like, the agency has been run. That, to me, is the fundamental problem. You know, I think it's a little overbaked when people are like, "Oh no, it's the way the agency's been run. That's what's caused all this shit."
American people, and I think that we need a new agency, or an old agency with a mandate that puts first as a priority respecting the rights and privileges of the American people.
Okay, let's grind through.
I'm not a fan of abolish ICE. I think it requires too much explaining, like defund the police. I understand that there's support for that now, but in the end, we want a federal agency that works with state and local officials to do targeted pinpoint raids on bad people. I think ICE is full of shit right now about what they're doing. I don't think they're doing it right. But
yeah, I agree. I mean, ICE still has a function. It still has a purpose. It's still important. The problem is how it's been run and the people they've allowed to enter it. Yeah. You still need a facility and a process to get people who are committing crimes who are in the country illegally out.
But when you look, and if you don't have to explain to people, just say, hey, this is a corrupt agency, we need to reform it, I don't think that's enough, like, some burden that we have to hop over to say, abolish ICE, let's do, immigration, this and others.
Okay, we're going downstairs to take on the Bastion.
I don't think it's nearly so crazy as abolish the police. And most people don't even know that ICE was recently created, but I don't think most people even know what ICE is until all they see is them essentially being the enforcement arm of the executive branch. And just like you said, like, oh, the facade, they're going in and getting rid of bad people. Well, you look at the letter that they've sent to Tim Walz, and one of the demands is give us your voter registration, which is like, be more blatant that, oh, this has nothing to do with the immigration. If you're saying you'll withdraw you'll stop.
Get back, it's gonna fire. Yeah, get back.
Do mass deportations, you're just trying to enforce what the president wants. So, I don't know, I think it needs to go.
I'm pro abolish ICE with some caveats, and I think I can give you guys a private. Foster good. There's multiple polls now showing, pretty astonishingly, in my opinion, considering we went from a year ago to the election, the country obviously.
Hey, bro, if you can get down here to me, I can res you.
There's an opportunity there to do kind of like a repeal and replace situation, but you would need to pair it with, like, you need to do two things. The first thing is the city.
Motherfuck. Booker.
With specific reform asks. 1,000% mandated body cameras at all times with significant punishment.
You fucking
for
dodgy bastard.
that do not comply. Way more training protocols, way more screening protocols to make sure that we're not hiring people who are prone to abuse power. You can propose, like, I'll leave it to the policy wonks. I'm sure there's like 10 other specific reforms that you could push. But as long as you do both of those things, then I think that there's a path that's forming right now to galvanize support for abolishing ICE. You just have to be smart.
What about abolish? Like, what's your
I kind of like that. Yeah.
It doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit the same. I'm just gonna say it doesn't hit the same.
Hey, sorry, I thought I. Oh,
cover the whole
hello.
spectrum of the worst high-rise to the like fucking get rid
I thought I had a defib, but don't. Sorry.
You guys can do that. You guys can do that. I'm gonna go grab my abolish ICE shirts. I do, however, think
Someone
in
on
terms
my
of optics, this is the name of the act that I'm proposing.
Help someone else.
The Renee Good and Alex.
Yeah, sorry. If I had a defib, I'd use it, but I just don't have one.
Lake and Riley act
Lake
type
and
stuff.
Riley thing, yeah.
That's
So
yeah. and you-
good. I'm not even kidding.
you-
It's so good.
Just you fucking it hits, and you make the mandate. It's a dual mandate: internal immigration enforcement for the new agency, and respect for constitutional rights. And that's the number one mandate: is respect for the rights of the American people. And that needs to be a new culture, a whole new culture. And anyone who's in government who's wearing ICE, that will make that a crime. Any kind of ICE shirt, any kind of ICE.
I agree with the last part.
Yeah, wait, what?
I'm on duty. No First Amendment issue there. What about, is it a uniform? Is that a First Amendment issue? No. Not off duty, on duty.
These motherfuckers.
I think
How would it violate the law to say it's not allowed as part of your uniform to wear ICE? If ICE is abolished, it's not fun. How would that be a First Amendment issue?
Damn it.
you're a lawyer, okay? So
Nah.
Right, I'll go back. I'll recharge. I thought it'd stay still. I was expecting someone to start shooting at it. God damn it. Bad timing. Bad. Oh, fuck me. Real bad timing. Yeah, you go in there. You go up there. Go nice away from me. Very good. Well done. Okay, let's put this thing back until it recharges.
ICE, because it'll distract people, and they'll be confused, and they'll think that ICE is back, but ICE is abolished.
They killed.
That's over there. Right, okay. So I need to wait for this fucker to turn. He's back on his patrol. Damn it, I was hoping someone would keep him distracted until I put a goddamn thing on his back. Right, let me give me a second. Let me think here. How long has this thing got left?
I mean,
It's charging up slowly.
they thought that they could convince the public that this guy was a terrorist who showed up to do, quote, maximum harm and mass murder ICE agents.
That's it. Yeah.
And then that day, there's videos of this guy leading a prayer for a veteran that died in his care at the VA. I mean, like, I would be shocked if Kristi Noem survived another.
Is it on? It is on. Oh, shit. Look, I need to get out of Citizen's way. There we go. Damn it, wasn't close enough. There's like an art to this shit, man. You motherfucker. Don't you point that gun at me. And there it goes.
but like the one thing that like
Damn it, that mine was so close.
is the ice race is the like is ice shootings because they always do go
No.
yeah, on Instagram reels.
No.
one
Put
thing
that back
gets
for
them
sure.
motivated.
Are these the conservative friends, or are these
No, these are
like the like
apolitical.
normies? Like, got it.
Political normies.
I want to
Don't
shout
need
out,
that.
This is not gonna
Don't
help
need that.
The rumors, because I usually don't like this guy.
Thank you.
Don't do it.
Glenn Greenwald's recent video.
I thought you were
on-
gonna say someone else there, buddy. Oh boy. Okay. All right.
You almost got me there. Glenn Greenwald's recent video on Alex Preddy, it didn't take a view on the legal justification angle, even though
Right, awesome cores, motion cores. What can I get rid of that?
I think it's pretty clear. It just took a look at the lies of the administration, like the objective lies that Hutch referenced, he's an assassin. The fact that they were both parodying each other, saying what were they gonna say, massacre or mass casualty event or maximum damage maybe.
Right, so for future reference, I have to stick the mine right in its backside. It can't be slightly to the side, otherwise it's not going to work.
Claiming all these
But first time using this thing, pretty cool shit, I have to say.
with no oversight. Why would we
But yeah, no way am I fucking losing it. Right, okay, how much shit do I have? 81,000.
that are debunked within seconds? How can we trust him with anything else?
Okay, let's go collect some more stuff.
At some point, I think the overreach is gonna kick him in the ass, and maybe it's doing it right now.
Ooh, someone got
They're already
murked.
coming out and saying they're
Looks like someone got murked. You pointing that gun at me for a reason, bro?
Yeah, that was in one of the press conferences. But it's exactly what you know. It's like, if they're willing to blatantly
You,
lie.
wait, hold on. Are you sure they?
Did
can-
you murk him, or?
I didn't know. She didn't commit. It was
There's
just like
one
President
right
Trump has
behind
no
me, Bill.
indication that he's going to do this. Like, you know,
So are you saying this guy killed that guy?
but it could come out later.
I
but
didn't
as far as
see
I
it,
know, that's
but-
not
No,
significant.
no. I just walked past
But
and he was dead. That's what I said.
All right, fair enough. In all fairness, there was a shredder going around here blowing people up, so.
There was.
Lying, the complete opposite of what reality is. Same with the Renee Good. They said she knocked him over, ran him over,
Ran him over.
I need to be on the other side.
approached ICE agents with a weapon, like implication
Right.
being like he's
Logbook.
pointing his gun at them. Like it's just blatant lying.
Damage to Bastion, damage to Rocketeers, Leapers of Bastions. Okay, damage to Bastion specifically, that's okay. Damage to Wasp. Harvest plants? Oh, plants. God damn it. So, I can still get Rocketeers, Leapers, or Bastions only. Right, okay.
Kind of reminds me a little bit, though I was not alive during this era. The post-Nixon era, there was this like kind of during the 70s boom of oversight laws. Think like foreign
So I need to be on that side and up a level.
church committee, all this stuff when the American people were just fed up with the deceits, the lies, the misdirection and doublespeak about Vietnam and Nixon and Watergate, all that stuff. I just feel like we need to have another moment like that, and that needs to include
Okay,
not just
them.
oversight, but structural
Motion
reform. And
cores.
a lot of that is the stuff that
Those are the
drives
two things that are important to me.
number one issue is
And now let's go get the
accountability
oil, and then we'll be done.
reform. And I think everything, maybe some of the great policy prescriptions that some of you have, that non-fond wants to achieve, is premised on doing that and implementing it to protect our system and actually have the changes that we want. to see.
Motherfucker.
I understand where you guys are coming from on this, but I think the public still wants the underlying mission.
Is there a screamer around here? Where is it? Where is it?
The public doesn't support.
Friendly, friendly, bro.
Yeah, I'm friendly. I'm just wondering where the shredder is.
Come out with ads in the midterms that say these child rapists are who the Democrats are protesting the arrest of.
Not if you do it right. Not if you do it right. Again, like if you.
Where's the oil?
If you
Where is it?
Tangible asks and yeah. I mean that. I
Fuck, I
think
don't
it's
know
that simple. I mean, like if there's a way to.
Did I pick oil up? Where did I put it?
Telegraph support for a policy or run on a policy. In a way
Oh
that
god damn it! There's no oil there.
The
Jesus.
Democratic Party is obviously not saying that the federal government should have no mechanism to enforce our immigration policy.
Right.
There is a way to do that. And the public, you say that you're worried about the public, but the public's, again, 55%. I mean, there's been a 30-point swing in favor of abolishing ICE.
But I think they're pissed at the way ICE is going about ICE as a whole. Because ICE operated under Biden. Nobody had anything.
What's to stop us from doing the counter?
Hey there. What's up?
We take these like sickening stills of all these people pointing guns at these victims who are not like threatening them in any way, and say ICE is corrupt. We need a new institution to like fix our border, right? Like that's all. I think that's going to play so much better than they want to protect pedophiles and rapists. Like just based on what Hutch is saying, the polling. Like we make better attack ads. I think it goes in our favor.
Yeah, you don't want to be like abolish ICE. If you go around saying abolish ICE, it's going to be just like it was with the abolish the police. It's a ridiculously stupid thing to say. You need an agency which can get rid and remove violent, illegal people from a country. You just do. You need a system built for that. But the way it's operating right now is absolutely disgusting not because it's job, but because the people who were hired into it. That's the problem. I mean, it was designed by Trump specifically to do the thing it's doing right now. That's the problem with it, you know? I mean, you need a police force. You need something which can respond to dangerous situations. I don't think anyone denies that. Why is it telling me it's disappeared? Have they changed something in this or updated something in this?
masks. Whatever immigration enforcement looks like, it can't look like this. And the institution that we have now has shown itself incapable of operating under the constraints of our constitutional system.
We're switching guns to a light one in case I have to use it.
With a new mandate that puts respect for the constitutional rights, not just of people who are targeted by ICE, but of Americans who are innocent exercising their liberties. And that's what
Right, that's exactly it, yeah.
You want to just like try to make this about Kilmar Beggar Garcia. That's one thing, right? And I think that that matters. And we did see opinion shift on that.
Exactly.
When it comes to American civil rights, you're gunning down a VA nurse who's trying to help a woman without any justification.
That's done.
We should be running on that still image. of
Doors closed. Perfect. Just what I need.
with a gun aiming at his back. For the
Right, we're
rest
getting
of
out of here.
no
And then we're going to come back in and kill the Bastion again, and we're just going to stack up those points.
Yeah, why not?
The lobby.
We actually want to do something. I'm just so worried that people are gonna be like, these fucking Democrats want child rapists who are in this country illegally to stay here. I just know
Don't
how
they
my
already
fellow
do
man
that?
works in this country. They're morons.
No one thinks that, though. No Democrat in the United States thinks that a child rapist who's in the country illegally should be allowed to stay. No one believes that. Not for a second. The area is where you have situations where you have people who have perhaps lived in the United States for decades, haven't committed a crime, were perhaps brought into the country as children, and it's a bit like, okay, is it fair to treat them like they're basically the same as these rapists? No, I don't think it's fair at all. I don't think there's anything fair or right about that.
The federal authorities.
You know, most people don't look at them as, you know, monsters that need to be deported. They look at them as human beings.
I think we all agree, right, that the goal here is massive reforms, right? So whatever form that takes place, I'm frankly agnostic. I mean, I told you guys my position, but if this resulted in ICE remaining as an institution, but with a series of significant reforms codified through legislation, I'm happy.
Well, look, there wasn't a problem with ICE, from what I understand, under Obama. And Obama removed a hell of a lot of people. But there was a due process involved. That was why it worked. That was why it was good. ICE now is basically just a kind of door-to-door show me your papers, which is aggressive and fucked up. You know, I wouldn't want to live in a country where there was a police force that operated like that. It would make me very, very uncomfortable.
Things could very easily swing back in the other direction.
You know, it's kind of like living in a country where there's military on the streets. There's something off about it. You know, it's not the thing you expect in a civilized country. Okay, good. Wow, we were really over encumbered.
Support for Black Lives Matter go up to, I think, 55% shortly after George Floyd, and then all of that.
Personal best, got a reward. Okay, that and that. And this, okay. Oh, I got Torrente, nice. All that from one that? That's not bad at all, is it?
Like, seize control of the narrative, which I think would be really fucking stupid, and so I would encourage anybody listening to
Right, so
their friends from doing stupid
with the Bastion, you have to be right goddamn well behind it in order for it to have any major impact on it, is what I'm learning.
position is the policy I want to see is the abolishment of ICE. Given that it's the policy that I want to see, it is, in fact, what I think we should run on. And it is, I think, the message.
No, I disagree. I don't think abolishing ICE is a good idea. I just
I
don't.
think that the way to address it.
I don't think it should be abolished. I think that, like I said, for me, it needs to.
and the
Well,
reason
anyway.
ICE needs to be abolished is because they, as an agency isn't separate from its personnel in that respect, non-fon, right? Agencies develop through a course of culture.
I don't need adrenaline for.
One of the horrible things that's happening with the gutting of all these different agencies is we're losing a lot of that internal.
Survivor. Oh, that's not bad, actually. We'll swap that one for that one. Okay, that gives me way more space. Okay, put that one back. Have I got enough space in here? No, more. Right, okay, gotta sell some shit. Right, well, I need more of these.
Recreate or to fix entirely. And so, given that, I think that
Man.
agency and policy are almost hand in hand.
Where's that new Torrente? There it is. Upgrade that.
Get rid of
No,
it.
no medium gun parts. Shit.
Potential First Amendment challenges if they try to say, "Oh, you're just coming after us because we're Trump supporters." No, we're just getting rid of the whole agency because of its culture. It's not any particular person that will have the accomplishment of easy firings of everybody, and they can, if they want to, reapply for the new agency with a new mandate. I think it makes sense from a policy perspective. It avoids a lot of constitutional challenges or other kind of bureaucratic challenges that we have because it has the imprimatur of Congress, and then ultimately it is addressing the cultural rot at the center of ICE in a way that mere swaps of personnel will never accomplish.
Okay, two things. The first thing, who the fuck is Chud? What is that name? Chudley Harriet. Who's-
Chudley Hair.
That guy's got to go, bro.
He's
I
just
can't-
calling
I-
every
What-
single
what's
one of
going
them
on?
fascist.
They're
I'm looking at YouTube. I don't see Chudsley.
Why are you feeding the troll, Hutch?
They gotta
Come on.
go, bro. They're screaming. They're calling non-fawn a fascist. They're calling IRI a fascist. They're calling me a fascist. They are spamming that shit. Somebody's got to
guys,
Is it in Twitch
you
chat
know
or
why?
YouTube
You know
chat?
why it's not calling?
moderating up their chat for
It's
Christ's
Twitch
sake.
chat, Twitch chat or YouTube.
Moderation,
Whatever.
Okay, so then
Fuck
number two.
you.
Leadership board. Number 15.
What if Pisco? Let me give you a hypothetical.
I gotta get up more.
What if we could accomplish everything that you're trying to accomplish in terms of completely overhauling
Damage to wasps. Damage to bash. Okay, so I need to go back in there again.
all of that with a rebrand instead of or with a massive reform policy instead of a completely new institution? And what if that
Okay, we're going back to the bastion. We're gonna see if we can do better next time round.
would you be
Yeah, I'll do it.
persuaded?
Ideally, I need the bastion looking away from me, crippled, so I can go walk right behind it, plant the damn thing, get the wand out, and walk away.
Are you not trying to see if I'm just like virtue signaling?
No. I'm not. I swear to you, I'm not like.
So let's see if we can do it without being like fucked.
I'm genuinely curious because a lot of people that I spoke with in 2020, I had a conversation with somebody who, and I asked them this same hypothetical, but applied to Black Lives Matter or on defund the police. I said, what if you can get everything you want? Everything. What if you can convince lawmakers to pass?
Yeah, and defund the police was a colossal like failure of an idea, which turned a lot of normal people against for Democrats. People don't want to abolish a police force. You know, if there's a problem, they want to be able to call someone and go, "Hey, yo, I'm under attack. Help me."
They shouldn't have to change the system. It's not up to me. They should exist in normies. And that was the most insane thing I ever heard in my life. So I wanted to make sure you weren't.
Insane. No, I appreciate it.
I think
I don't see the
non-fawn
Chud
is
person. I
fitting
just want to be clear. I don't see the Chud person in my YouTube chat. I just looked, and I didn't see him in the Twitch chat. If you see him anywhere,
Shit.
we're gonna get the bad guys, right?
I blocked
Up! I want to go up, bitch, not down.
and now he's on YouTube.
Nigga, bro, this guy is fully deranged.
I think
Live and learn one. Don't worry, I'll get him. He's on the.
Motherfuck.
He's not in mine. He's in the official Live and Learn. Just heads
Alright.
up. We'll get him. We'll get him.
Fuck him. He's
Right.
probably Josiah fan. That's where he came from. I think non-fawn is fitting here. We are one undocumented immigrant away from killing a white college girl. The public shifting to the other side on this, and then now we're sitting here rallying around abolish ICE. I think that could complicate things tremendously.
Well,
Any concerns
can you,
there?
can you come up with a better slogan in the next 10 seconds?
Oil,
I
nice.
think reform does not roll off the tongue nearly so well as abolish, even though it's
Well,
fewer syllables.
Here's what I think. I don't think we need a slogan on it. I don't think we need to run on ICE. I think we are in a powerful position right now with the government shutdown to demand some serious.
Fuck
By
it.
the way,
Shut down
shut down the government over demands for DHS.
Fucking thing.
Had a bit of a muted response, but I understand. Now it's guys practically
Fucking get off. I'm trying to kill you, not dance with you. There we go.
these guys were on the verge of forcing them to not racially profile. So what if we get
There, nice. Right, finally.
down fight? You guys
Jesus, took forever.
is worth going with at that point?
Right.
No, I don't. Like, if we actually get those meaningful reforms, and then yeah, I think it makes more sense to just get those reforms.
Yeah, I agree. If we can get the reforms and we don't have to risk, like you say, like I think it's not as big of a risk, but if it is,
Hey over there, how you doing?
I like that better.
I saw the tweet and I didn't laugh, and I disavow, but it said grape ice, and that is something I wouldn't support.
Oh wow, very brave piece. You don't support that as a
I
political.
don't
slogan.
support it. And I'm letting you know.
Ice, you just say,
Dodgy motherfuckers around here.
boom, there you go. Simple. elegant.
That's great.
I like that.
Well,
Roll
but
off the
let's
tongue.
go. Let me challenge you with that. If we-
Someone's fucking around with a shredder.
I'm not saying we're going to get $75 billion back like Bernie wants. I'm not saying we're going to get them to if we get them to really change and have to go about their business differently. Do you still think abolish ICE will be a winning slogan?
If we are able to get reforms in a different way, I'm not sure. I'm not sure the answer to that. I'm sorry.
Well, with the
think the-
reforms we're asking for now, and you can't find them. I'm sure you've been seeing some of the stuff. they're talking about.
Post-reform, will abolish ICE play as well? Probably not.
Yes. But I think we're about to see it. I really do. Because you're seeing people on the right, including lawmakers, starting to say, yo, this isn't right. We need to pump the brakes. You know, what are we doing?
Yep,
Trump
true.
that guy is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is the problem, right? The problem is almost entailed by the mission. The mission of mass deportation was always going to entail rights deprivations like we're seeing. Because once you get the people who are easy to get, they're in the system, they're the ones who are
Have I got a what, sorry? Where are you?
they're ones who are more
Okay, you got a bastion right fucking behind you, guy. Careful.
places where ICE is known for.
Yeah, I got a defib. Wait up.
Once you get those people, there's still millions of other potentially removable immigrants in the country.
Okay, I have a mine and I have a cloak. Okay, we just need someone to distract it so you can get behind it. Okay, I'll lure it to me. You hide. You get behind it. Okay.
Require a warrant when it comes to trespassing on the home. That's why they're just going up to people and asking, "Hey, are you a citizen?"
Yeah, so do I. So do I. So do I.
Based on their accent or because they're brown. These Kavanaugh stops and stuff. And so, I don't really believe that this.
All right, I'll concentrate. Okay, I'm gonna lure it towards me, and then you get behind it. All right. So yeah, try to kill the Bastion, bro. Why you stood next to me? What's going on here? If you're there when it starts to fire, it's gonna kill you. You know that, right? Okay. Well, what? Yeah, you gotta get down. Right, hang on. Right, get behind it, bro. Get behind it. There you go. Well done. It's easy when you know how. Okay, I need the motion cores. Just throwing it out there.
There's a motion core in this thing right
You
here.
usually find them on the legs.
Yeah.
You find any?
There's usually a few in there.
Take Mark Allenwood.
How do we triple star? How do we triple star this trial? Is this
Oh,
You just have to wait for it to respawn and it'll.
Oh, response?
yeah. You can't. The trial doesn't work by adding up. You just have to do like a lot of damage in one go, and then that's how you get it. So.
Well, I did with a deadline on it.
Then you probably when you my advice would be is go out now. Oh, actually, if you press this, are you like on a PC?
Am I what?
Are you on a PC? Are you on a PC or like a console?
Yeah, I'm on PC.
Right, press escape and check your logbook and see what it says.
I got like 1.5 stuff.
Yeah, because I came.
You probably have to wait for it to respawn and then just build again.
Yeah, because I came in here like a few minutes.
Not too long.
Yeah. My last run, I came in here and used the mine on it, and I got like 3,000 points. For a couple of grenades, I got like 700. So
Gotcha. I just put my other dead mine and blasted.
that's basically it. Just find them, stick a dead mine on, and blow it up, and then you get the points.
Take that roll to respawn?
Actually, no. I think if you shoot it first, then put a dead mine on it, it kind of like cheats it, and you get more points towards it. I don't know why, but it kind of does.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Right. Anyway, let's go back up here.
I guess I'll just go up the zip line and wait.
If you always want to wait and do it again, it doesn't take like more than.
Well, about to say, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna get some oil from another room, and then I'm gonna come straight back. And if I see it, I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, that's basically just wait around until it comes back. I'll be back here in about 10 minutes. Like I said, I've got a cloak.
It'll fall from the sky in like 4 minutes.
I found it stuck in the ceiling before. There's a video on my YouTube channel of that. I walked in here and I was like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, it comes from the sky. It respawns. So it'll take a couple minutes, but it'll come.
Will ever be able to sufficiently reform ICE in this context while still trying to do their policy agenda, which they haven't backed down 1 second, of quote-unquote mass deportation. And so I don't really see it that like it's a good optics win for the Bovino stuff, but this is just to this is like throwing meat out. They don't give a shit about Bovino. They just want a sacrificial lamb. That's not going to fundamentally change how shit is happening.
True. They want a fall person.
Get the Jimmys unrustled.
I mean, I can agree with that, but I mean, if you're just saying, and I agree with that, to be clear, that like the issue is the mass deportations. That's always just going to entail whatever rights.
There's always something cool in here, I've noticed.
The policy, the president would find a way if they want to do mass deportations to do the same thing that ICE is doing with whatever tools you give them access to.
So the administration is going to keep doing whatever ICE is doing with whatever tools they have.
I mean, if you have an agency or the DHS, you know, have the same, have similar authority, you know, I think we've said, you know, you still want an agency to have the authority to do like internal deportations and stuff. Why would the president, if they support mass deportations, not just have the same authority to?
Oh no, because I'm not just worried about the agency.
Hey, chat, I'll be honest, I don't speak Spanish.
When we have a lawless president, I'm worried about
Je peux parler anglais ou le français.
a Democratic president.
Mais ne parle espagnol.
The mission that whatever Democratic president wants, they're not going to do that, right? So like, it's not an issue that just persists during Trump's tenure. And so you ask, well, wouldn't it be conceivable that if like a Trump was saying once again that the reforms wouldn't be sufficient to guard against these abuses? Yeah, the problem there is Trump, but the problem also persists with ICE beyond Trump, and now would extend into future.
Okay, my view on this as far as like new guardrails for the future, it's going to be unpopular, but it's going to require a president to basically return power back to Congress, right? That's going to be their job.
And can I just add to that, because I agree. Like, what I hear when I hear...
And no one does that because no one wants to be the one to do it because they all want to use the power as much as they can when they get in to do the shit they want to do.
You're not going to get...
And I'm not being weird when I say that. That's just a reality. That's just how things are.
Like, I mean, like, literally, what was Bovino saying before he got let go recently? Saying, hey, if you call us Gestapo, there will be consequences. Like, essentially saying and representing themselves as a Gestapo. And it's like, how do you reform this? How do you means test this? Like, yeah, we got all the bad ones, all the like people that signed up because they hate brown people and are gonna abuse the system. Like, you know, we got every single one of them. How about we get rid of it and build it from the ground up? Because I want to make sure these fucks never are employed again. That's where I'm at. So unless you could sufficiently show me that we're gonna prosecute every single piece of shit that's in the administration right now, and then get our people like, you know, good.
What's this guy saying?
Give me a spring blueprint. Make it like 4 minutes.
Yeah, you could be able to crash it.
Yeah, let's go downstairs and talk to these guys. I feel like being sociable. You guys waiting for the Bastion to respawn?
Yeah. Precisely.
I don't know if I should fucking extra and come right back into the last night raid because it ends in 5 minutes.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Maybe got 15 minutes. I don't know, man. 5 minutes left on the night raid.
The thing with the trials is you have to do it in one raid.
Yeah, that's the thing. I thought the last time round you could do it bit by bit, but you have to beat your best every time, basically. Unless, of course, you can...
I did this one earlier today. It did not take this long for it to come again.
Well, like I said, sometimes you'll hear it and it'll be stuck in some of the geometry or be on the roof or something. It's kind of crazy how it works. Like, I'm pretty sure I can hear it. Yeah, I can hear it.
It's coming.
Oh man, drop something, drop that.
Open my computer, but I can't see it.
Yeah, I should have dropped them.
Damaging wasps or hornets also counts too. You see, this is the bit that confuses me, because I can hear it, and I have no idea where it is.
Yeah, it's like it's above us, but in another room. Doesn't really make sense.
That's what I'm saying. I think sometimes it just gets stuck when it spawns.
I freaking hate it. It's like... It must be dark. That's ridiculous, man.
Because it's definitely up here somewhere. About 64,000. Yeah. I hear it. I hear it. I hear it.
It's somewhere you guys.
Well, the thing is, there's nowhere else in this map that's big enough to hold it. So that's like... That's kind of what I mean. I think there's a glitch where they haven't fixed it yet, where it spawns and it gets stuck.
I think it's glitched, unfortunately.
Where do you think it goes? Here or here?
Oh, shit. No. 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 Yeah, I'm not being funny, but I don't think you're going to see it again. Not in this run. you just fall?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Well,
Loading bay close.
About to say 90 seconds, so I guess make your choice.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go out of here.
Just come straight back in again and... Is it down there?
if it's down there, that'd be amazing. It sounds like.
No, that's the screamer.
We probably just clipped through the wall.
Yeah. Bro, you look like Winter Soldier.
I do?
Yeah.
Can I see what snap hooking does?
Can you see what does what?
Snap hooking.
I have no idea what that is, bro. If it involves... Oh. Very good.
It worked pretty well.
Right, I'm gonna just come straight back into this one, so...
Let's get out of here. GG's, boys.
That's it.
Yeah, they need to fix that.
People like IRA saying who's just trying to go after like the violent criminals. I don't think there's any other way to do that.
Well, sure. I'm just weighing. I think you would agree, like in even in like the case you just like if we don't fully prosecute everyone, like the threat of ICE would be reduced if we did get whatever reforms. You would agree with that, right? Like,
Yeah, sorry, I was distracted. I'm trying to do the
I mean, the
moderation
whole-
stuff.
well, I'm talking to Soyfield too. You,
Oh, my bad.
like you would agree, like I'm just weighing like sort of what is the like probability of the abolish ICE messaging like backfiring versus like what is the difference between abolishing ICE and reforming ICE? Like is the difference in the amount of harm caused there sufficient to justify?
Yeah, I think
running on
the
abolish
world I
ICE
see
message?
that your guys' concerns are played out is like you said. If we get another Laken Riley incident, and like a week before the election, it's like you want to abolish the organization that would have saved her. Like, yeah, that could happen, but I mean, again, yeah, it depends. I guess when the election happens, because if the election was next week, I'd say fuck it, abolish ICE. If it happens after, yeah, maybe you got to change your messaging a little bit, but I don't know how risky that is. It's hard to say.
I wouldn't put it past the Trump administration to unleash 20 rapists undocumented that they have in their custody in a college town the week before the election, man. They're fucking nuts, these guys.
It seems like the further they push things, the bigger the response that they provoke. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I was
32,000.
fucking inspired to see 50,000 people in Minnesota marching in sub-zero temperatures. We had 30,000 people in Los Angeles, city of 3.8 million people, almost 3.9 million people, and we had 30,000 people. That's a city of 425,000 people, and 50,000 people were marching. And if the reports about Bovino are true, that potentially resulted in pretty, somebody got fired. And so, they're setting an example, I think, for the country right now. And I think it's important to remind people too that Republicans are vulnerable going into these midterms. Anybody that is in a Trump plus 11, 12 district or state, thank you for doing that, by the way. Soyful.
Yeah, I'm doing that until we can find a way to get rid of it.
Any Republican that's serving in a Trump plus 12 or lower district or state is vulnerable right now. So yes, I think we should pressure Democrats right now to hold the line and to pick a fight over this. I think this is worth another shutdown fight. But also, if you live in a district or a state where a Republican is representing you in the House or the Senate, fucking call them, leave a voicemail. You can demonstrate in front of their offices. They are susceptible to pressure in a moment like these. All of these people care about their political futures, and
God damn
all
it.
of them know that they're in deep shit right now. So like, it's not just the Democrats that can be pressured in this moment. Like, we can actually potentially extract concessions here.
Hold on, Hutch. I gotta give you some grief. Are you willing to go 6 months, a year, shut down on this?
No. We already talked about this. We can retread that same ground. But like,
But that's happening. No, it's so funny. We had a there was someone who was a big Hutch supporter in my community. And I
Liar. Didn't happen.
And he was like, he was like from Germany, so he's like, I actually agree with Hutch a lot about what's happening. And
What accent's that?
like, we we shouldn't do any kind of shutdown fight based on ice. That was kind of his position. I don't know if that's your position, but the minute Chuck, I know, yeah, okay, but that was just his position. The minute Chuck Schumer came out and said, "We're not going to support this," he changed his mind in the Discord, and I'm just like, are you guys just motherfucking following whatever Chuck says to do, bro? And I'm like, why?
Wait. Didn't Chuck come out in favor of a shutdown?
Yes.
He did. No. I'm just saying. I'm saying that there's like a contingent of people. I don't know why. I'm not saying that you're necessarily that. I'm not lumping you in that sense, but I'm warning you that they exist. Who I think take this kind of like Schumer maximalist position, which is what like Schumer is this master chess player, and what he decides is clearly what's in the best interest of the American people. And that's what I don't understand sometimes, is how much deference is paid to Schumer among some Democrats.
Do you agree Schumer's doing well right now in this moment?
I think it's the right statement to make. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I thought the statement was good.
Right.
I call balls and strikes. I'm fair and balanced. I always have been.
Wait,
I
guys,
think that's a
really
great
quick update from Josiah. It looks like maybe Bovino's not gone. Have we backtrack on this? This is a classic Trump flip-flop.
That looks like some random administration person versus reporting from what was
this
the
is
outlet
Trisha
reporting?
McLaughlin. This is Trisha McLaughlin. She's the fucking spokesperson.
DHS.
She's like yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I would trust reporting over her to be. This has happened before. I mean, we've had administration officials come out and deny public reporting on something and then ended up being true. So
Okay.
Well, she's playing games there. She's like, he's not relieved of his duties.
Yeah.
He's playing
It's a war game.
his duties. He might have lost this part of it.
it's like the
It's like he's being
equivalent,
sidelined with an idea to like eventually retire soon or something.
yeah, it's like sending a party member to fucking Siberia and Soviet Russia or something.
Right. There's still.
It's like,
there's
remember
still the position.
in Game of Thrones where Tyrion sends Janis Slynt to the wall? And, you know, not exactly like that, but, you know, you can start to think it's a parodies. Listen, it's all word game. It's all whatever. It's meaningless no matter what. Who cares if Bovino...
Okay, I need quiet. I think I'm right in the middle of it.
Watch your backs, Raiders. The Matriarch has been spotted near your location. Keep your wits about you if you decide to go anywhere near, and always keep a close eye on her children.
I'm right underneath her. Did I get spun around in here? Okay, that's our way out. That's a dead end. So the way out's all the way over here. Fuck. Where's the way out? There it is. Yep. Fucking thing, get the hell off of me. Mother. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Bye-bye. Right. Fucking... I need a shield that actually propels these things the fuck up. I am not being killed by a bunch of fucking ticks. Fucker, get back. There. Okay, it's moved on. Moved on. Good. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Motherfuck. See you later, alligator. I need to find a better location, actually. Don't you dare look at me. Don't you fucking dare look at me. Shit. This is where you always have to bring goddamn... Shit! Back. He's firing again. Fuck that. Hide. I wonder. Could I get up there and grab the fucking thing? Motherfucking bitch. Everyone run! Bitch. Fucker. Hey, anyone need a defib? You want a defib? I got a defib.
Hey, hello!
I'll get down here so I don't have to get killed.
I got one. Everybody got Band-Aid? Anybody got a Band-Aid? Every guy got a Band-Aid.
Nah, I smacked it with like 6. Oh, I don't care. No one cares.
The Band-Aid.
Thank you, brother.
All right, I'm dead. Anyone here got a defib? I'm dead. Hey, bro, you got a defib?
Where's the gold guy?
I was the one. I am the gold guy. Me, I need a defib.
Where are you?
I'm outside, bro. I'm the guy in gold. I'm the gold motherfucker. Anyone else? Anyone out there? Oh, you are a lifesaver, my friend. Thank you so much.
Sorry, it took me a while to find you. I was like, wait, where? I hear you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's all good. Thank you.
Head home at the south elevator.
Right, I'm getting out of here. Yeah, fuck that. Next time I do this, I'm gonna wait till she summons a ton of shit, and then I'm gonna burn them all down. Everyone on, I'm calling it. Oy. Safe return bonus time on surface. Ticks destroyed. That was it. Got down. Quick use. Fucking adrenaline. Yes, absolutely. All the time. Adrenaline. Shit, the shield. Repair. That's survivor, well done. Okay, that's not terrible. Fuck it, let's do it. Oh, wait. Is this going to be a really good idea or a really goddamn bad idea? Let's go. If I lose it, I'll lose it. I don't mind. I don't mind losing shit. Please be close. Please be close like last time. Last time was a good spot. Not too far away. Oh, okay, not terrible.
Go to that location.
Not, oh, really, actually, no, it is terrible. We're far. And we're 19... Okay, it's done. The fight's already over. Where's the first place to get out of here?
Home at the east elevator.
Yep, they're calling it. People are already leaving, so fuck it. Let's get out of here. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. There, she's still moving. She is still moving. Let's not get murked. Damn it, she's too far away. She's clearly shooting at me. Oh shit. Motherfucker. Oh shit. Fuck that. Fuck that. I ain't going outside. Not a goddamn chance. That's right. You're down. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Where's Queso?
Hockey player, hockey player, hockey player.
What's up?
Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. You're putting in work, bro. You were putting in work. Here you go.
Oh, me? Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Queso. Where's Queso? Queso.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No worries, man. You were putting in work.
That's yours.
Raiders
That's
key right
yours,
here.
Queso. It's going.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. You hold that Raiders key.
Anyone have a Raiders key?
Oh.
All right, there's like a spot right here. Right here.
I'll use my like
Here, Queso. Gave it back to you, right?
Party.
Yeah. Let's go. We gotta visit that one.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Solid. Am I getting anything from this, really? Not really, right? I mean, it's fun, but I'm not really getting anything out of it. Let's just grind this. Stock up on some more stuff. Communications. Oh, I know where I am. Sorry. Sorry, excuse me. Damn, I missed it. Well, looks like you got my idea, huh? I came in here with a mine as well.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, did you grab any motion cores? I can swap you a bastion cell. Thanks.
Thank you.
Just a little bit more. Okay, we're going up here again. Hey there. You know what? True.
Train has arrived. Watch the doors. Watch the doors.
Hmm. I'm 28th? Dude, I am falling hard in this. Is it Bastions, Rocketeers, and Leapers?
Let's go to space travel. Can you hear me? I'm connected directly to the feed. You can't answer me anyway. See if you can't find a spare ESR analyzer in any of the pharmacies, okay? I have a pre-painted reveal banner that depends on it.
Wait, hold on a minute. What does it actually say? Rocketeers, Leapers, and Bastions. Rocketeers. Oh, so it's Rocketeers, not Bombardiers. There's a bombardier. Wait, quiet. Where is it? There it is. Okay, I need to get downstairs. Where the hell is that thing? Is it a bastion? Shh, 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 shh. Hey, you okay? Hey, how are you? You doing good? Hey, wait a second. I got a plan. And that's the plan.
Deer kill? Let's go. The deadline.
Why is it? Who put a bomb on it? Who put that there?
Thank you for the work. I had deacons ready.
That was a very last second thing, guys.
There's a bomb.
Like, hey, it's dead. Yeah, I'm after its power cores as well. In the end, I couldn't get close to put a deadline on, so I had to throw a couple of wolf packs at it.
You know, we keep trying to. I keep trying to check it before I go in, but I forget like half the time. That's where I fuck up.
Hey, guys, I have a question. Is there another large arc in this field?
Oh shit!
Oh, damn it, doesn't count. Right, I need a leaper, a bastion, or a rocketeer. Right, fuck it, let's just bug out. Damn it. Bombardiers don't count towards the trial, so that was a complete pointless waste of time.
I thought it just started and it does. Or it's just Bastion.
Yeah, it's bastions, rocketeers, and leapers. But bombardiers aren't on the list, so. Personal best. it's a shotgun thing, right? Oh, too much in the stash. Shotgun silencer. I've never, ever used one, so what's the point? Oh my god. Yes. Two minutes left. Next time's in 2 hours, 1 hour. I'm going to do 2 hours. I believe it's here. What's actually there, though? I don't think there's a leaper there. Right, how are we actually looking? Trials. 30th position. Some motherfuckers are really going for it. $39,000. How the hell did I do that? Oh, how did I get that? How did they do that much, though? Bastions. Okay, so you need a map with a lot of large arc. A lot of large arc. Ugh. I want to be brought in, like, late enough so damage has been caused. Actually, I completely take it back. The place to go would be the Blue Gate. Because there's tons of shit there. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to grind the hell out of... okay, I need lots and lots and lots of explosives. Come on, be like 25 minutes in. Be underground as well. Shit. Do I have... I have 3. Okay, well I'm taking my sweet ass time then in that case.
Let's go to the launch towers.
That there's like 10 people looting the legs before the fucking queen even gets killed.
Happens every single time. About a few people take all the risks. Everyone else just hangs around and grabs the stuff when it falls off.
Do you need anything? Is there any kind of loot you're looking for?
Who, me specifically? Motion cores, if you're asking. For wolf packs. Oh, that's sweet, thanks. Oh, I already have a matriarch reactor. I've got like.
It's the motion core.
It's the motion core I'm after, yeah.
Motion core.
Like I've got a bunch of the reactors already.
I don't need motion cores. I need
motion cores. I need motion cores. I definitely need motion cores.
Are you looking
Advanced
for
power
the
cells or
wolf
regular
packs?
power cells?
Advanced. Oh, thank you so
You guys
much.
didn't give any cores by chance, did you? Oh.
Fair shot-ish. I'll take it.
Fuck all on this one.
Let's head home at the east elevator.
Right, let's see if we can find that Rocketeer, shall we?
I think that was the fastest matriarch I've ever seen and rocket I've ever seen. Although it was looted as fast as it was taken down.
Does anybody have a key?
Anybody got a key for getting out of here?
Staff.
I do not. I'm sorry.
Keys.
No. But you should be fine. You should be okay.
All the regular high tier buildings are
Even
still
with there
Head
was
home
just
at the
take
east
the elevator
elevator.
and someone has the key.
I don't think you need a key. You should be fine going out the regular way.
It's like it's just the convenience thing, you know.
I'm with you. Okay, no worries.
We're honestly between the elevator and the hatch.
Security. Got your call. Everything looks good, so I'm sending the elevator. Stand by.
You know, it's kind of got to the point now where I don't really see the point in doing the matriarch because there's so little stuff.
It's like endgame bar traders is just having fun however you see it.
Yeah.
You know. It's like, oh, you want to do PvE, do matriarch and queen and shit. Oh, you want PvP, go play Stella Montes.
True. Although I think that matchmaking thing is actually true because if you like, I don't get attacked anywhere these days. Okay, we have to grind Stellamontes over and over and over again until I get some more wolf packs, and then I wasted those in there. I should have been a lot more discerning. Okay, let's go to Toronto. This is for Toronto. There we go. Barrel extender. Do I have anything? Do I have any more wolf pack? I've got one wolf pack. Right, okay, we have to do a wolf pack thing then, clearly. Ooh, actually, wait. No, okay, we're gonna grind this. Let's get our wolf packs back. Oh, that might be a bad idea. That is a bad idea. You know, a renegade is not a bad idea. Right, we're grinding again.
I think Jared Golda did. Yeah.
I don't think he voted for the one big beautiful bill. Could be wrong about that. So first of all, he's just wrong on the facts.
Maybe
But
I'm
second of
wrong,
all,
maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I'll check.
second of
No
all,
way he voted for
if you do a cursory search of Sean the Black's tweets, you'll see that he did not vote
Oh,
for
never
Kamala
mind.
Harris.
No, I'm sorry.
Well, so you know, get fucked. Like if you're gonna spend your time on social media actively trying to tear down the Democratic Party candidate, you are actively helping Republicans win elections. You are complicit in 14 million projected dead from USAID cuts. The 2 people in Minneapolis would still be alive if people like you made better decisions. And they're gonna keep doing it. And so like they act like opposition, and then when I look at them, opposition, the way that they behave, the way that they market themselves, they want to clutch their pearls and tell me that I'm being mean and counterproductive. Excuse me. My brand is I fucking hate Republicans, and I will spend the rest of my life trying to convince people to support every Democrat on every ticket for the rest of their lives. That's my entire fucking brand, bro. So if you're gonna accuse me of being complicit in fascism when you are literally the reason why those people are dead in Minneapolis, you can get fucked. That's my position on that.
Wait,
anything.
can I steal? Well, I need to jump in real quick here because even though I mostly almost 100% agree with Hutch, you're the reason they're dead. I think is like the most inflammatory part of that. Because yeah, sure, they didn't help. They actively are hurting and driving voter apathy. But it's Trump and the admin is the reason they're dead.
Did you vote for Kamala Harris? No? Then you are part of the reason why those people are dead. You are
You can assign a hierarchy of blame, right? Like, are we going to blame leftists if Trump does a fascism? Like, no, it's Trump, right? Like, Republicans aren't just a force of nature. There are people actually making decisions that we should call out. And to say that... Go ahead.
It's too attenuated is the point that it's being made.
Are voters not responsible for the outcomes of elections?
True.
Okay, then they are partly. Then stop holding these people's hands. They are part of the reason why those 2 people are dead.
Who's holding their hands?
Straight up.
Who's holding their hands?
Straight. This is when people frame it like, I don't know, I know you guys aren't doing it, but I like the pushback I get a lot is like, well, what choice did they have given Kamala's position on Gaza? It's like, what do you mean? What choice did they have? They decided to not vote for Kamala Harris. They knew what Donald Trump was telegraphing 1,000 miles away. They evaluated the risk, and at best, they were indifferent to Trump winning and the consequences thereafter.
I want to hear response.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hutch is valid for going after lefties just because lefties have bad policy. But I mean, I think, like, I will say it's not clear to me that's not clear to me. But, like, I do, like, I think we should vote based on who has the highest expected value, essentially. And insofar as Hutch is advocating for that, and then if we don't do that, I think that's, you know, vote thing was insinuating earlier. I support Hutch's movement in doing that.
That's good. Well, listen, Hutch, I want to take what you just said, though. On the hypocrisy stuff, no doubt. But aren't you analyzing 2 different actions, which is your action justified in virtue of what the political conditions are, and is their vote justified? And one could come to the conclusion, and I'm not saying it's my conclusion, that both them, in withholding their vote and shitting on Kamala, did something wrong, but also you did, and that wouldn't be inconsistent. And just saying, well, you guys are worse, that's not responsive to, is what I'm doing helpful?
I don't know if I said they're worse than MAGA, but mathematically they're the same. They have the same impact as a MAGA voter.
You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, my argument right now is that's not responsive to the claim. The claim is you're hurting the fight against Trump.
I disagree.
By attacking lefties. Right now, but all I'm saying is you're responsible. You guys didn't vote for Kamala. Isn't responsive to that claim. Is it? It's like you're a hypocrite for even accusing me. How dare you accuse me?
You can judge me by my actions. I have always, as soon as I started covering politics on all of my channels, I have always taken the position of, you guys, the Republican Party are getting worse and worse and worse. This is really bad. We are well beyond Obama versus fucking Mitt Romney in 2012. They cannot...
Hang on, I think someone's fighting for real in here. Yo, are there rats in here? I'm hearing a lot of shooting. I've got a defib, don't worry. Hey, are you still alive, or do you need a defib? Oh, there you are. You're still alive. Well done.
Oh wait, are you the one that died?
No. I'm if I died, I wouldn't be here.
Oh yeah. Someone else died. I don't know where they went.
Yeah, they were on the bridge. I already saw them.
Let's head home at the loading bay metro.
Where's this way? Okay. No, actually, we're back that way. God damn it, went completely the wrong way.
Sion ready?
Nah, too late, bro. It's already gone. It might respawn, but you have to wait. I, on the other hand, are looking for something much larger. Okay, what we got here? Anything I can use? One of these. Hey there. Yep, I'm just grinding for materials, that's all.
Yeah, somebody did get in there. Are they still in there? Oh, yeah, you are. Hey. No, you're all good. I'll leave you to it.
What's this? Magnet. Where am I? What's that? Sorry, I can't. Wait, I'm not. Are you talking to me or talking to someone else?
That's always a good place to put it. I'm trying to get the heavy gun part blueprint, but so far I have light gun, medium, complex, but I don't have heavy.
There isn't a set place it spawns. You just have to keep looking.
Steel springs are worth their weight in gold.
Yo, I have some blueprints. You guys need, actually, this one. You have the shotgun choke blueprint?
I think I already have that. I'm good.
You do?
But thank you very much.
It's a shotgun choke blueprint. You got it?
Nailed it.
You got it? Well done.
Stuck the landing.
Got the show for us.
I am not ready to take on you right now. You know what? Let's get out.
Head home at the loading bay metro. Head home at the lobby metro.
Liverpool also Rocketeer driver, so what the hell do I do with this thing? No. Actually, you know what?
To have power, and I don't care how you feel about the Democratic Party. If you want to join this movement and stop them from doing these awful things, straight ticket Democrat, blue no matter who. You ignore people that call you a shill. Do you want this to stop? Then join this movement or be someone that helps Republicans win elections. Those are your this is a binary choice. That
But
people
the question
have.
is shitting on
no
Kyle
in between
Kalinske
that.
help? So the question is shitting on Kyle Kalinske helping Republicans win elections?
Pisco, what do you think of the fact that Kyle Kalinske said on his YouTube channel last week that Gavin Newsom vetoed a single-payer healthcare bill in California? That did
I don't know
not
if that's
happen.
true. Okay,
It's
if it
not
happened, I
true.
condemn that.
He said that. And do you know why I think that's bad? What
Why do you think that's bad?
What is the number one issue that Kyle Kalinske and his group of people focused on?
Healthcare.
Corruption,
Yeah,
Trump.
Medicare for all, right? So what is he telling you? It goes beyond just it being a false claim. He is telling his audience that Gavin Newsom committed a mortal sin according to their priorities
But
in
Hush,
politics for the last 10 years.
Kyle
Now,
would tell people to go out and vote for Gavin if he was in the general. I don't
you
think
are delusional
He
if you
wouldn't?
think
Really?
you are delusional if you think you guys listen. I will believe it when I see it. Okay, he told just
but did you do that for Kamala?
no,
Pretty sure
he
he's
did
not.
not. I don't. No, I don't. I do not believe that he endorsed Kamala Harris. Absolutely, he endorsed Jill Stein. You guys. In,
No, that was previous year.
in-
That was previous.
no,
That was
in
previous
May,
year.
In May of 2024, he endorsed
Oh.
Jill Stein. My friend.
Really?
He was up-
Yes.
He was on for
Really?
Marianne too, right?
Yes,
He
and
loves
they were hyping
Marianne.
up Marianne Williamson. He says that he's
In the
changes his
primary, or
tune.
in the primary, or in
general,
the?
in the general, bro. In the general.
Primary.
In the general, he said he endorsed, he had her on his program and endorsed Jill Stein. That's what he did. After 4 years of Donald Trump. So I'm sorry. He says he'd support Joe Manchin if he was the nominee in 2028. I will fucking believe it when I see it, because I am not taking him at his word. I don't know why anybody.
I'm seeing some evidence he didn't. Okay, but if he does, so you think it's possible that he won't endorse the Democratic nominee if it's Gavin Newsom, right?
Absolutely.
In his,
I- so I-
yeah, it's in his DNA to attack the Democratic establishment candidate. Someone like Gavin's going to be piss him off. But listen, I applaud Hutch for trying to help our brethren to the left who are far gone. But
Hey there.
90% of them end up voting for Democrats, so I'm not even worried about it. But I think Hutch does it because he enjoys it, fighting with them.
No.
Maybe
I
I'm wrong. I don't know. But,
Hey,
but
wait,
there's
wait,
almost
I-
100
I-
million people, almost 100 million that didn't
IRA
vote.
is correct. IRA is correct.
I focus my attacks on people with platforms, with people in positions of influence. It's true I'd argue with random people on Twitter, but in terms of like what I prioritize, if you have a platform and you're using that platform to obfuscate, speaking of which, Pisco, the Vanguard boys, they said some very
Yeah.
questionable shit in your conversation. They're
What
a
did-
part of this as well. They're a part of this
Okay,
as
wait.
well.
But
They said
they
that
endo-
Josh,
they-
they
they
said
en-
that they said that Josh Shapiro covered up a murder, bro. You understand that it takes...
We're gonna talk about that. I know they said that.
But
We're gonna talk about it. We're scheduling a conversation.
All it takes to debunk that fucking lunacy is like a cursory Google search, bro.
No,
These
okay,
people are
but
lazy,
Hutch,
destructive arsonists.
Hutch.
Okay.
So the question is, by you spending your time attacking Kyle Kalinske, attacking Crystal Ball, and attacking the Vanguard,
Crystal Ball's a hell of a weird name.
that is maximizing your ability to stop fascism. That's the question.
Yep, I do.
The answer is yes, because you think by attacking Kyle Kalinske, it's going to do what? In virtue of what?
I want to peel as many people away from that lunacy as I possibly can. That will net us votes and that will increase. You can have your people like Brian Tyler Cohen and Josiah that focus 100% of their attacks on Republicans. That's fine. What is
Hey there.
Like the fact that you take issue with me calling them out and not the fact that Kyle Kalinske is telling, how many fucking views does that video have? 250,000 views? And he's telling his audience that Gavin Newsom vetoed single payer in California.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference. I think. Here's the difference. I think. Here's the difference. I think on
Hey, I'm just looking for oil. Don't mind me.
benefit to our effort to stop Trump. Whether or not a particular video I would think is bad doesn't really matter on that.
I don't agree. No,
Wait,
I don't.
let Guy in. Guy's been rolled over a couple times.
I mean, I agree. I think Kyle will come through in the end, but I don't have a problem with what Hutch does at all. I would never engage with the leftists. To me, it's more about like their lives suck, and so they're looking for something to blame a boogeyman like capitalism or whatever, the establishment. So you're not going to get through to them unless you just put some change in their pocket and give them something to look forward to. But I think the bigger picture for me is the almost 100 million who didn't even vote in the election. I'd rather go after them. They seem a lot easier to win over than somebody who's some ogre boy weirdo who's got their heels dug in and just wants to suck on Hassan's knob. You know what I mean? Like,
All right, so
why
to
even
the
bother?
point there, I agree. We need to capitalize on that, but I think what these lefties do is promote voter apathy by saying both parties are the same. Like if you come out and say, "Hey, I know this is awful and people are getting shot by ICE," but remember Ferguson? Like
But
ignoring
Kyle
the fact
doesn't
that, like,
do that. But
well,
Kyle does not
I'm
do
not talking
that.
about Kyle right now. But I'm putting this on video. It's like the idea that somehow you can compare the executive branch putting a department into a place that's causing this chaos and incompetence with state police is insane. It's just not at all these same things, and there's like all the like Hutch said, these cursory Google searches of just how these things work immediately dispel them. And if you're able to lie with basically impunity, like if people like Hutch didn't call it out, then you do just drive this insane, like, nothing's ever going to change. We just need to wait for the revolution. We got to firebomb the Walmart, and it never comes. And then fascists take power. Like it is important.
You're pressing me harder than you pressed Vanguard after they accused David Pakman.
Oh my God! Get over yourself. What the fuck?
This is factually true, bro. You are pressing me.
Jesus
Let me
Christ!
finish what I had to
How
say.
am I pressing you?
are-
How am I pressing you?
You are
What's the
accusing me.
pressing?
You are accusing me of wasting my time and going after people who
I'm
you say
asking a
are
question.
And you're pressing me harder than Vanguard when they accused
I'm
David
not pressing
Pakman
shit.
of being paid to celebrate genocide, is what they said.
I'm not-
They said that
I'm
he got
not-
paid to celebrate genocide, and you did
So
not.
first of all, you're factually wrong. I did contest that claim. Will you? Hutch. Will you retract the claim? Will you retract the claim that I didn't contest the ideological connection between Chorus? In fact, I brought up Chorus in the first
did?
instance. Will
But
you
you used
retract?
kid gloves.
Will you
You're
retract?
pressing me
Hutch, and
harder
will you
than
take
you
the
pressed
moment?
them.
Hutch, will you take the moment right now to retract your claim that I didn't contest the fact that
I
there's an
didn't say
ideological
that.
imposition?
I said you're pressing me harder than you pressed them.
How am I pressing you? How am I pressing you?
Now you're
How am I
doing
pressing you?
Trump administration ice
How am I
shit.
pressing you?
Do
I'm
you
asking.
really- You're
like-
not pressing me here. You're not pressing me on this.
By asking you whether or not you think, just elucidating the view that Kyle Kalinske is net bad for the Democrats, just asking that question is pressing you.
You say stuff like Kyle Kalinske, he doesn't do that. What do you mean he doesn't do that? In 2016, he
That's
he was-
pressing you?
Wait a minute.
Saying I
Hold on.
disagree is pressing
In
you.
2016, He was Bernie or bust. In 2020, he was on election night on Joe Rogan's podcast. Joe Rogan asked him who he voted for. He said, nobody, I don't vote for war criminals. Okay? After 4 years of Trump, he said that. In 2024, he endorsed Jill fucking Stein. And you want me to give him credit for kind of going after MAGA?
He has a point.
Right now, what was he doing?
I'm saying since the new administration, so first of all, the claim is I'm pressing you, and I'm treating you so horribly. Oh my God, I'm being so mean to you right now.
Why didn't you ask them? Don't you think you're hurting the Democratic Party by saying stuff like
the first topic of our entire the first topic
genocide?
The first topic was entirely monopolized by the quote-unquote elephant in the room about whether or not they're willing to support and endorse Democrats. The end of the conversation, they say, we are going to endorse the Democrats.
Yeah, after
they have views of genocide,
bring up a murder and like Gavin Newsom killing babies or whatever.
Which immediately I said I don't agree. Let's have a conversation about that at a later time. But I'm now being mean to you. I don't understand that. Like, I went through the whole virtue signal. I went through the whole virtue signal thing with the Vanguard.
You're not hurting my feelings. Truly, I like these exchanges. I don't mind them, and we can move on after this. But like,
and Pisco, I do expect I love Hutch, but just to be clear, he's just.
No,
saying,
I do love Hutch.
It seems like you're diving more deeply into the ideology that Hutch is doing, and I don't think you're being mean, but
give me a break.
What are you talking about? I don't know what's your Vanguard thing, but it seems like you didn't ask even follow-up questions or kind of stay on these topics with them. Is that kind of what you're saying, Hutch? Is that it?
No,
you could have gone harder. You could have gone harder.
Wait, so the critique, as I understand it, not that Pisco agrees with it, just the one he raised, that Hutch attacking the lefties is negative expected value with regard to Democrats.
I didn't even assert that. I'm just wondering whether or not he agrees with that. I didn't even assert it. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, this is so we're having a. I don't think he crashed out. Yeah, something's happening. Yeah. I was just there was a topic that was going to be introduced about lefties and about Hassan. And I'm like, this is the accusation. I want to hear what you have to respond. And then Hutch said, I actually think it would be better off for Democrats if these people were influenced in stuff. That's something I disagree with, and I'm just disagreeing with it as IRI is, and I just don't think that is.
Okay, I really have to sell some shit here.
I didn't press Vanguard. I just think I'm just I don't agree, and I certainly said I don't agree with the Vanguard with stuff they said.
Listen, I'll be fair, and I'll say, because I told my chat, I was like, listen, you're not always going to take the same tone. Sometimes if you're having some conversations on some platforms, it makes sense to take a different tone. And so I really was balancing that. I understand that that's probably what you were doing in that spot. And so maybe there's value there. But there was another part of me too that watched that conversation, and there were a few moments where I would have pushed back way fucking harder. The fact that they accused David Pakman of being paid to celebrate genocide, and then you actually, to your credit, you actually said, wait, hold on. And you called him out on that, and then he immediately 180'd. That fucking Gavin idiot immediately 180'd and said, I didn't say that.
Yeah,
he said it literally 5 seconds before.
Well, I think I think that was a weak claim.
I'm just asking you, who do you think is doing more damage to Democratic Party prospects? Me for focusing on lefties that I think are way out of their completely untethered from reality and their quote unquote criticisms of Democrats. It's not a criticism to say that Josh Shapiro covered up a murder.
I don't think you're doing much damage at all, Hutch.
That is smearing a Democratic Party.
I don't think you're doing. If you're asking my opinion, Hutch, I don't think you're doing much damage at all. I think the only criticism that maybe could be levied at you is an opportunity cost of what is a better use of time. But I don't think you're doing any damage.
I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think you give them too much credit, man. These people don't have that much influence, man. I'm telling you. It's you might maybe disagree with me, but the Vanguard boys and Kyle Kalinske are not determining the election.
Kyle Kalinske gets 40 million views a month.
It doesn't matter.
Shitting on Trump. Shitting on Trump. Putting the spotlight on Trump's horrible shit. And this is one of the reasons why
I just told you that Kyle Kalinske told his audience last week that Gavin Newsom vetoed single payer in California. Almost any time he talks about Democrats, it's in a negative context. Almost
You know
any
what?
time, bro.
He and Crystal did endorse Jill Stein in May of 2024, which is I didn't know this, and I guess I retract my statement of I don't think Paul would do that. That's insane that they did
I didn't
this.
make that shit up. He does it every time, and so I'm sorry. I don't believe him when he says he'll fucking support the nominee. If it's Newsom, no. He's gonna shift the poll. He's gonna shift the goalpost and be like, you know what? It's no longer Trump, so the stakes aren't as high. That's what he's gonna do. It's so fucking predictable.
Yeah, so like I am
Raider.
totally. Go ahead.
Well, I just say I think these third-party voters, they're never going to vote for Democrats. Same thing with on the right, they have these libertarian weirdos that will never vote for Republicans either. That's all.
I was gonna
do you
say.
think you have any
Go for it, Adam.
Yeah, sure. This is somewhat a different topic. Any obligation to like actually fight the lefties on policy issues? Like when I
do
talk to more
all the
lefty
time.
people, it's just a list of ways. Like it's almost always about my issues with the actual policies, instead of like just trying to get them to vote for Democrats. Even though maybe I should be getting them to vote for Democrats.
I'm constantly fighting on policy with these people.
Is there a non-fighting way like that we could also like spend our time? Like this person brings up an interesting question. Like if we look at the things that we probably agree with, like you liked Mamdani, you endorsed Mamdani, and it's like, is there some of this stuff where we're not capitulating to their, I'm holding my vote out for a concession, but we're like, hey, is there some portion that we can bleed off of the Kyle Kalinskis or the Hassan voters where we say, oh, you know what, that's a good idea. Let's get some like Medicare reforms, or let's do the XYZ. And we don't have to constantly be infighting, but we can still bleed off the ones who are like, otherwise we'll just be like, I'm not voting. They're not doing anything I want. Is that even something we can focus on?
I don't think there's a passive way to engage with like Hassan Piker a couple days ago was interviewed by, I don't even know, some like pro-Assad like Syrian, like news thing or whatever. And they asked him about, I don't know what they asked him about, but he said straight up, like, a lot of people think that Democrats are opposed to police brutality, but, Ferguson happened when Obama was president, which is a statement that is so fucking meaningless that it insults my intelligence. It happened when Obama was president. What the fuck does that have to do with Barack Obama? That was a issue of the local police department. And do you know what the Obama administration did? Eric Holder and the DOJ at the time investigated the Ferguson Police Department, and they forced a consent decree enforced by a judge to implement reforms at that police department. And do you know what the Trump administration did when they murdered 2 people in Minneapolis? They said the people were fucking terrorists and ICE agents. You have immunity. Go nuts. And Hassan's out here saying, like, a lot of people think Democrats are different on ICE.
No, wait. Hutch,
Yeah,
I agree with this
fucking
criticism
idiotic.
100%.
Didn't I bring that up in the Vanguard conversation? I'm pretty sure I brought that up.
I think they're not making enough of a distinction between the kinds of problems, the kinds of tasks.
Hi, everybody. Steve Paikin here. Mark Twain once had this great expression that history doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. So we thought we'd get one of the world's foremost historians to talk about this moment in history. Have we been here before? And by that I mean a bellicose American president threatening to invade, annex, or take over territory belonging to his allies, trying to disrupt the established international order, who seems to get along very well with his authoritarian adversaries, more so than his democratic allies. Who better to answer those questions than Margaret MacMillan? One-on-one, coming right up on the Paikin Podcast. We are delighted to welcome Margaret MacMillan to the Paikin Podcast. She is the Emeritus Professor of History at the University of Toronto, the former Warden of St. Anthony's College at the University of Oxford, and the author most recently of War, How Conflict Shaped Us. And because I spoke to her for 2 minutes before we started this, she has told me that I am allowed to call her Margaret, which I have never called her before in her life. So Margaret, hello and welcome.
Thank you very much.
I should ask off the top, where do you live now? Are you back in Canada all the time now?
No, I divide my time. I spend half the year in England and half the year in Toronto. I'm really lucky to be able to do it, but I've got a big family, and they've divided themselves on both sides of the Atlantic, so I want to see them.
Cool. Very good. Well, let's start with that Mark Twain quote, because it does seem to sum up so much. History doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. As you consider this moment in our world's collective history, what do you think it rhymes with from our past?
Nothing much good, I think. That's what worries me. I've spent a lot of my life studying difficult patches in history, and I think I always had this, I didn't realize it, but I always had a slightly comfortable feeling, well, at least I won't live through one. And now I'm living, we're all living through one. It reminds me of this period a little bit about the period before the First World War, when you had nations disrupt the existing order, you had international competition over colonies, you had nationalisms, you had economic competition, and people in positions of authority who were prepared to use war. And we got the First World War. A bit of the period before the Second World War, where again you'd had an attempt made after the First World War to set up an international order, and you had nations, Germany, Italy, Japan, that were prepared to break that.
That is definitely not encouraging. That suggests we're on the precipice of another massive conflagration. Try to convince me, please, that that's not the case.
Well, I'm hoping we're not on the edge of such a thing. I think what will hold nations back and those making decisions back is that the weapons are so much more terrifying than they were. I mean, you think of the devastation of the Second World War and what it did. It laid waste huge sections of Asia and Europe and killed perhaps 50 million people, perhaps more, we don't really know. But the weapons have moved on, and we now have nuclear weapons. A number of countries now possess nuclear weapons. They have the means of delivering them. And so I think there are other types of weapons as well, but I think what may hold people back from making decisions that would take us to the edge of war is just that fact. That if you start a war with the sort of weapons we have, you don't know how it's going to end, but you won't come out unscathed.
Well, the man who is getting all the credit and or blame for the new international order that we are apparently embarking upon is, of course, Donald Trump. And I want to read you a little piece of a note that he sent to the Prime Minister of Norway. And he writes, "Dear Jonas, considering your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize for having stopped 8 wars plus, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace, although it will always be predominant. What is good and proper for the United States of America. Denmark cannot protect that land from Russia or China, and why do they have a right of ownership anyway? There are no written documents. It's only a boat that landed there hundreds of years ago, and we have boats landing there also. I have done more for NATO than any other person since its founding, and now NATO should do something for the United States. The world is not secure unless we have complete and total control of Greenland. Thank you." He signs off with an exclamation mark, President DJT. So many questions emerging from this. Do we even want to bother doing any fact-checking in this? Well, why not? Let's start with that. Should we start with the fact that
but it was a Swedish prize, and the Academy that gives out the Nobel Prize situated in Norway. But the Norwegian government doesn't tell. This is a group of independent people who are appointed because they will be independent about other things. Tweets like this. I mean, the whole idea of making foreign policy by tweets seems to me very dangerous indeed. But how do you pick up on all the things that are wrong there? And why is President about it? I find it beyond comprehension. I really do.
his predecessor, I think. That
makes sense. I mean, but it's sort of schoolyard stuff, isn't it? Your allies. Why alienate Norway? Why alienate Denmark? Why alienate Canada? Why alienate what the long-term goal of President?
Thank you.
In which case, is this the way to go about it? I would say no.
Now, he mentions that Denmark's claim to Greenland has to do with a boat landing there hundreds of years ago. He says there's no written documents, no paper that actually ties Greenland to Denmark. True or false?
There's an agreement that the United States actually made, among other international agreements, with the government of Denmark in 1917 rather, in which the Danes sold a couple of their islands in the Caribbean, which the Americans wanted because they protected the entrance to the Panama Canal. San Martin, I forget the names. Sorry, I'm forgetting the names of it now. But two Danish islands.
Okay, guys, was a pleasure.
Danish sovereignty over the whole of Greenland, something that the Americans themselves have signed. So there are international agreements and international recognition that Greenland has been part of Denmark. And it was part of Denmark before this. The Danes had settlements there, not for hundreds of years. There had been settlements and they then disappeared some centuries ago. But the Danes had been settled there, at least for 200 years. And this is something that in other cases gives recognition. I mean, the United States was settled by settlers who came and claimed the land. And no one challenges that anymore. I mean, it simply is a fact. And the extraordinary thing, it seems to me, is that the Danish government was prepared to give the United States anything that it wanted. Again, there's an agreement dating back to the Second World War and just after, that the Americans could put bases, any number of bases on Greenland. They can explore for mines in Greenland. They can do pretty much what they want in Greenland. The Danish government was quite happy to see that happen. But the United States actually closed its bases. It only has one very small one there. It hasn't been mining there. American companies haven't been active there. And so again, I don't understand why it's so important for the United States to actually claim ownership when they can get anything they want in terms of security and minerals from the Danish government and from the Greenlanders.
Let's look at President Trump's claim that, quote, I have done more for NATO than any other person since its founding. True or false?
Well, at the moment he's busting up NATO, so I don't call that doing a lot for NATO. I mean, he's a NATO member. The United States is a NATO member threatening another NATO member. And a lot of people are saying this may well be the end of NATO. So I don't think he's done a lot for NATO, quite frankly.
Let's head home at the loading bay
Can you
metro.
recall a time in history when an American president so brazenly threatened an ally to take over that ally's territory?
No, I can't. I mean, there have been times when the United States has been cross with its allies, but that happens the whole time. I mean, it was very cross with the British when the British tried to seize the Suez Canal from the Egyptian government. The American government was very angry in the 1950s. There were disagreements over Vietnam. The United States governments felt that some of its allies weren't supporting it enough in Vietnam. There have been disagreements all along. But I cannot think of a time when an American president has made it clear that he doesn't value NATO, doesn't care about NATO, and doesn't care about his allies.
Now, I know all of the books you have written are probably like children. You can't say that you have a favorite, but I can say I have a favorite of one of yours, and Paris 1919 was my fave. And you wrote about the failed attempts after World War I by Woodrow Wilson, the then president, and others to create, an international rules-based system where sovereignty and self-determination were respected. And we're clearly not in that world anymore. And I wonder, are we heading back, in your view, to that world of the late 19th, earliest 20th century, when it was sort of everyone for themselves and fill your boots?
I think we are. Well, there's always been a sort of tension in international relations between the view that it's all about power, and the great powers do what they want, and the lesser powers just go along or gang up against them. I mean, if sometimes great powers come to get into trouble because smaller nations will gang up against them and deal with them. But the other view is that, in fact, we're all better off if we work together, that international relations needn't be a zero-sum game where I win, you lose, or vice versa. That actually international relations could be something where we build an international order so that we all benefit, that we don't have costly wars, that we settle our disputes peacefully. And that was what Woodrow Wilson, the American president, and many other people after the First World War were hoping for. And it's an old idea. I mean, it's something that goes right back into history, that we can cooperate, we can work with each other, and in fact we all benefit. It's mutually beneficial than to have the sorts of wars that may waste the countryside, spend...
Yo, are you guys for real? The fuck?
That is the alternative, sort of dog-eat-dog world. And And what we seem to be moving now is towards a world, unfortunately, which is more the zero-sum game world, that the powers will do what they want and the rest of us will suffer, whatever we suffer, and that we will lose if they're part.
Hey, whoa, fuck off.
Head home at the loading bay metro.
Powerful. If we get more powerful, we'll do the same to our neighbors. And I think such a world is miserable, and we've seen it in the past. It leads to human misery, it leads to lack of progress, it leads to poverty, it leads to illness. And we have to ask ourselves, is that the sort of world we want? You know, of course we'll have tensions. Worlds always do have tensions. International relations is not easy, like any sort of relationship. But what is the best way to try and use international relations to build something that we all benefit from?
Which president before Donald Trump was this disruptive on the international stage in the same kind of way?
I'm finding it very hard to think of a president who was disruptive. I mean, you've had presidents who asserted American primacy or tried to bully their neighbors. I mean, if you talk to, well, Canada knows this. I mean, we had a number of attempts in the 19th century and earlier by the United States to invade us. And there have always been those in the United States who